Hey guys, welcome back to the Quarter Flag Talk YouTube channel. Who would have ever thought we actually had content here after like promising it for like a million weeks? We're here to get you guys ready for the World Cup next week. What we're gonna be doing today and for the next 4 days is that we're gonna take two groups a day and do combined 11s over the groups. Along the way, we'll talk about players, talk about teams, and what we think about them for the World Cup. And on Friday, we'll do our official World Cup preview. I would really like for you guys to pause the video right now and subscribe. That is all we're asking is to subscribe. If you listen to us on podcasting platforms as well, subscribe there as well. Leave a rating because guess what, guys? We are the number one locally produced podcast listened to in Trinidad and Tobago. We deserve to be heard
Yes,
even
sir.
beyond that, guys. So please support us in that way. You guys will see today that we have the crew from the lads and that. We have Aiden. Aiden was a good, my guy.
What's up, everybody?
We have Rajiv. Rajiv was he good?
Right there, we've seen everybody.
And then we have Aaron. I can't even remember the last time Aaron do something with
Hey,
us.
good night.
Yeah, he is. Was a
Good
good
night,
Aaron.
everybody. Good night. Glad to be here.
It's nice. It's nice to see you, bro.
Same.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go through the different groups. We obviously start with Group A. We're gonna go through the entirety of that group. We're gonna break it up with the defense, midfield, attack, and at different points, we really encourage you guys. Tell us what you think. Tell us who we leave out. Who is the most like ridiculous player we skip out that we forget. This, that, the other, and we go ahead. So I'll kick us off with Group A. So in Group A, there's obviously Qatar. If you actually fit a Qatar player in here, I really rate you. Ecuador, Senegal, and Holland. So for my keeper and defense, I went with five at the back, and I went with a double Chelsea with Edward Mendy in goal and Koulibaly in defense.
Obviously,
And then went for Dumfries at the right and back.
Same here. Same here.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Then I have Dumfries at right wing back, Virgil and Delit to join Koulibaly in the middle of defense, and at left wing back, which was the only
John,
Ecuadorian
we have the
candidate
same
team,
backline.
was
We have the
Estupian.
same thing, John.
Because great minds
Yeah,
think alike,
Estupian?
bro. Great minds think
Yeah,
alike.
yeah, I did as well.
Yeah,
Nah,
I have the same exact thing.
I have a back four.
Well,
Did anybody play
yeah,
anything
I
different?
have Botman
Yeah, okay.
instead of Dillet.
Aaron,
But that's just because although I feel Dillet will obviously start, but I find Sven Botman will be one of the next best centre backs in the world. He real good.
honestly,
Ooh, I
it's
love
true.
that. I love that take, though. And I agree with you. I think he's been really good.
Yeah, he has.
Go ahead, now,
Yeah,
Aaron.
it's true. He's really changed. He's really changed on Newcastle. The Newcastle side. Look what look what this backline really has. Newcastle at the moment, you know.
And Eddie Howe did the right thing and slowly introduced him back into the side. And look at them now. They only conceded 11 goals all season.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, dog. It is ridiculous, dog. And I think like when you watch, we're obviously gonna talk about the England group too, and we'll talk about Trippier then as well. But we look at this entire Newcastle side, the entire team was just performing, and as Brandon highlighted on the pod last week, is that it's no fluke that they are where they are. And I don't think that we should dismiss their players and their team looking forward into the season. So given that, we so the three of us had more or less the same setup, the same backline. What did you do differently, Aaron? in your
Honestly,
backline?
I just put a back four, and is Virgil, Koulibaly, Dumfries, Estupian, Mendy.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, cool. So then we all kind of included these same players then. So Rajiv, why you don't walk us through what was your thought process amongst them? If there was anything contentious with yours, and if I had anything different to say, I'll just add in after you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the main reason I went with that is because I find in the midfield is kind of lacking in this group. Because to me, the only two good solid midfielders in my mind in that group is De Jong and Cancelo. So that's the main reason I went with the back five.
Oh,
Or to protect the I went with the 5 because I feel like same reason in the sense
Okay.
but also Koulibaly, I mean, Sure, he could fit in a five. Dillet could fit in a five. Virgil in a five would be interesting. In a back with three centre backs,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting because he can't play dead. I don't know. He will
Yeah,
play.
and
He will
I
play
think
dead
like with
centre, boy.
Virgil too. He might. I feel he might play on the left, and they would have probably put the lid dead center because
Yes,
the thing is, Holland does tend to play back three. But if we remember right, he was injured going into
correct.
the Euros,
He
if I'm not
choose to
mistaken.
sit
So
out
he
the
had missed
Euros.
the
No,
Euros,
he
right?
choose to sit out the Euros
Yeah,
to
he
Yeah.
rehab.
didn't. He didn't
He could have gone,
recover
but he
fully.
choose to sit out.
So then, like that level of competitiveness that we just see him at, we didn't get to see him at that yet. So it would be a very interesting one to see. So at this moment in time, guys, you guys will see on screen now. You'll see the different backlights. As Rajiv said, me and him have been seeing one so far. Aaron was the only one that went to that back four so far, and then Aiden own had the one difference with Sven Botman in it, which I think is a brilliant pick. So Aaron, since yours was different, you're gonna have more players going forward. What was
All
your
right. Well,
midfield that you went with?
let me just start by saying I just went with a standard 4-4-2. I think a 4-4-2 is like the easiest thing to put together a squad with. Well, of course, Frankie De Jong in the midfield with Caicedo. You have on the left, I put the phenomenal PSV player, Gakpo, as well as on the right, I
Ooh.
put the Ajax right wing, of course, uh, Bourgeois, right? Gakpo has 9 goals and 12 assists for PSV for the season so far.
Oh, it's actually no,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no, he
ridiculous. It is
ridiculously
ridiculous with
strong.
him though.
and
He's
then
been insane.
Bergwijn has 7 goals and 3 assists. I think that's also ridiculous for the season as well. That's real good. Start setting forward into this
Yeah.
tournament. That's real good. Good form. You have a player like Caicedo making 3 tackles a game.
And that's real good stats when you consider like if you actually watch Ajax season, they have been really inconsistent. So for a player to have been that consistent amongst all that really
Mm-hmm.
speaks to his talent
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
Nah, for sure, for
So yeah,
sure.
that's my midfielder.
That's a solid lineup.
Well,
Yeah, that is.
I wouldn't lie. After all you say Caicedo, I feel real bad because I actually forgot him. So my
Nah, but
midfield pairing
Holland,
actually
Netherlands have
was
fire though.
Idrissa Gueye
That's all right, because in my opinion,
Big
he's a
player
good
though.
shout.
and
He's a
Frankie.
good shout.
Mm. Oh, so
To be
you
fair, I
went you
think
went
he
5-2-3.
I actually think he's a good player.
Nah, I went for the
Yeah,
same thing. I went
I went
five two
five two
three.
three. Yeah.
Okay.
Um and your two would have been Frankie and
Caicedo.
Caicedo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine different. I went
I won't lie, I
5-3-2.
real upset I forget about Caicedo dog.
that's all right, dog.
I
Man,
Okay. I real upset I didn't think about Caicedo though, because he is a baller though. Like he's
Yeah,
yeah.
extremely good
brilliant
He's
player.
you know
having an
Brighton,
amazing
and he's
season.
been a big reason as to why Brighton have been so
Yeah.
good this
they're gonna
season.
That's right.
quadruple his
That's right.
value next season and sell him for 50-60 easy.
That's right. Potter had the money now. We go have fun.
I had my formation was a little
Jeez.
different. I had five
Ah,
three two.
yeah.
So but I play the
Okay.
same three essentially, which is
Okay.
FDJ, and Gay and Caicedo, because Frankie will have a little more license to go forward and carry the ball, and then you have
Hmm.
the two solid tacklers. Caicedo could also carry the ball forward as well, and he could shoot and stuff too. So I think Gay will sit a little deeper, and Caicedo and FDJ will play as the eights in that formation I have.
Okay. Fair.
Makes sense. So yeah, well now guys again, you'll see on screen where everybody has reached so far in their team. So at this moment in time, I'm just gonna ask guys. Okay, so Rajiv, why don't tell me what you think is Senegal's then? What do you think it would be a good tournament for them going into the World Cup?
Um.
And we are hoping in this case that Mane
Yeah,
would
Okay.
boy.
be fit.
So the rumor is, I'll just say it now. I did include Mane in mine, even though they say he out, but it looking like a strong possibility. He will still be nailed in the squad, and he's still going. And they're
Yeah,
hoping. I say for
yeah,
them, a good place is if Mane is fit, quarters. If not, round of 16 is the
yeah.
minimum. Because they
Have
should,
a good
in
team.
my opinion, come out this group.
Aaron say
Yeah,
none
Problems.
of that.
yeah. No,
Problems.
I agree. I think so too.
Well,
So then
Hey, this is the reigning African champions, eh?
Say what you want to say, Aaron. Say what you want to say.
Honestly, your star player heading into
Real.
the tournament. Honestly, if they're really taking this group fully, this group is extremely competitive. Anything can happen in this group. Everybody have Qatar and Ecuador dropping out of the group, but
Mm.
Ecuador came fourth in South America qualifiers. I mean, coming fourth in South American qualifiers is not like a huge thing because you have Argentina, Brazil above you,
Nice. It's still pretty good.
but still pretty good. Also, Ecuador has they had the
It is,
youngest
yeah.
side qualifying out of South America, right? And just to be fair, dog, right now
Ooh, Bob's come
yeah,
prepared, boy.
I come prepared. And
Love it.
Senegal with their star player missing, you're probably missing what the first two games. You gotta remember World Cup is short, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
It's have no missing no games here. You gotta hit the ground running.
Real.
And that problem
So,
solved.
okay, so the no,
All
so
right.
the Senegal first game is Netherlands, I believe, right?
Right.
So that is
Yeah,
literally
I think so,
everybody
yeah.
expect them to lose that game. So they basically just have to win the next two games, you know.
Fair enough, Jads. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
But
Well, I think Senegal could
But
make
for
it
what it's
out
worth, I think
easily.
that
They should.
I think
I think they should make it out too, right? I think though, if they really do have to play Holland on the opening, they actually that probably works in their favor
Get out the way.
if Mane isn't fit enough for the first game. Get the game that you're probably going to be the most contentious to get out of the way and
Yeah.
get him back in time for the two games you would probably see
correct.
Facts.
winnable. You know? On that hand, then though, Aidan, you've seen like a number of Dutch players playing for your team and going through your side recently. So, what's the kind of aims that you're seeing for Holland going to this tournament? And give me a key player. Who you think will be a key player to all the success they might have?
In Holland, I think, well, I mean, I don't mean to be like boring and lame, but like Van Dijk is an obvious choice because um, Virgil, well, he wasn't there last tournament, which I still find they look pretty
Mm,
good at Euros. Um, but I think he will bring a certain kind of
mm.
calm. And then at the same time, he do have no fraudsters like Joe Gomez next to him now. He have actual ballers. He have he have, Dillett, he have the Akes, Timber, if Timber get a play now. So
Hey, big players.
That
yeah,
man,
Real.
short man Timber good, So I think Virgil is
I don't
a
feel you want to watch the episode out tomorrow with Argentina, but you know, I don't think you want to hear what I say about
that's all
PG.
right. That's all right. No, but I think Holland should win this group easily. Um, but as I agree with Iran in that the Senegal and Ecuador is a toss up, but Senegal on paper have the better team.
I give it that. I give them that.
Real. All right, guys, we're gonna go into the
Um,
attack now, and with that, I have three attackers, and my three were obviously Mane
yeah,
because
Shadio.
I think once he's fit, he should play, and I do think to some extent, him being missing from Liverpool, I think it's overstated at time. However, I do think that he was undervalued
oh,
at
he
Facts.
Liverpool, so it's
definitely
actually kind of
was.
weird that he went from being undervalued to probably a bit overrated with how much turmoil that Liverpool has been going through. Because while I do think that he would have obviously improved what is going on here, because I think like one of the key things are missing from him is the fact that he was their tempo setter to me. He used to like set the energy levels for them early in games, and that they are
Big
missing.
facts.
But on the other hand, you watch who's playing in his position, which is what has been mostly been Luis Diaz, and he's been like one of the few bright spots they've actually had
Yeah,
this season. So, just food
I
for
agree.
thought, right? Amani, Amani actually in the center
Hmm.
forward. I have Gakpo on one side, and I have Dan
Lovely.
Juma on the next side.
Good shout.
Dan Juma has been brilliant on the Unai Emery, who left them this year. But he's had some very consistent rise in terms of his prominence. He made the EFL team of the season in his last year at Bournemouth, then went to Villarreal and has been a key part of what was their run to the semi-finals that year. And I do think that there was a lot of chance that he was going to get a move this summer. It just didn't work out for him. But I think there's a lot of talent there. Even when we was linked to him, I was very much open to that move. And Gakpo is somebody that's been healed a lot recently. Somebody who came close to my mind actually is Gakpo's teammate, Xavi Simons. Guys,
Brilliant
so
player, bro.
obviously everybody know, he's Arsenal fan and we
Yeah.
played PSV in the Europa League. Bro, he is, those players where like, what's a good example, boy? Can't think of one off the top of my head. But like they're so overhyped that sometimes you just wonder like if they worth
Yeah.
the hype. But then you watch them and they catch your eye, bro. That was Harvey Simons was
Yeah.
amazing versus us. And the only reason I didn't include him was pedigree
He
as well
young.
as
He real
I
young.
don't know if you get called up for the World Cup,
Yeah, but
you know. But he was brilliant. And Gakpo also has been brilliant. I think Gakpo future probably is more as a center forward. But still, as one of the best attackers in Europe right now, his numbers are very much up there. He's back to back Eredivisie Player of the Month winner.
Exactly.
Had to include him. What do you guys have the front?
Well, I
Rajiv,
actually
did you? Are we going to
no, no,
have the
no. We
same
have
11?
one player different. So I have Mane on the wing and Gakpo on the wing as well, but I have Depay down the middle, and the reason why is because for Netherlands he is amazing, and Van Gaal really likes him,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the main
Mm-hmm.
reason I included in my squad
Fair
because
enough.
he
Man United legend though.
that
Say it back there for the people. Hey, I kid you not. So I remember when his contract was running up with Leon, dog. I remember watching his numbers, and it was something like 78 goals and assists in
Correct.
110 games, dog. And I was like, oh, could we please go for this man, dog? But as we all know, well, not really all, as me and Jadu knows that when you want a player and the heart set on Barca, apparently, no matter how bad the finances is, they
Correct.
still gonna want to go there. The
The
man
man
was
went
set
for
to
the
go
zest
there,
dog.
and we see how things did.
I
Yeah.
taken that January, no, me and Kane, I
Real.
taken that January. So.
He,
Mm.
he
Hey,
cheap
watch
that.
your Rajiv.
I wait.
Rajiv
I
will take. Watch Rajiv is that man. Any hot player, Rajiv say, I take it though.
I taken that.
Yeah.
We can't
Like
get
a
worse.
Yeah, offer on top.
go on,
like
go
a
on. Lob
bias
down, lob
boy.
down. He going through it. He going through it. Um, just finishing up on that Chelsea point. That Chelsea's one of two big six sides are yet to get a win against another big six side this season. So I'll be honest, guys, there was such a big cut. I have no idea where I was going with that point. I just know that was the point I was making. And if we
Chelsea not
being
good.
real,
Yeah.
Spurs is not even a big six side. They never win anything their entire life, dog. If we gotta add anybody to that, they gotta be Newcastle. Aiden, who was your attacking lineup, bro, for the combined 11?
I had to agree with Rajiv when I had. Well, I guess everybody have Mane as a concern, but because I went 5-3-2, I went Memphis with him. Um, just because of the international pedigree. I mean, he not in. I don't even think he's be playing for Barcelona at this point in time. But I find for Holland, he effective. Once he has somebody to play off for, he not good as a lone striker, but if you have somebody like Mane up there with you, I think he will do well. It will really between him and Gakpo. I mean, on form, Gakpo should start, but I
Mm-hmm.
find Memphis just proven for Holland so far. So that's why I went to them.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. We'll take a short break now, guys. Well, actually, at first, you'll see all our 11s on the pitch on the screen right now. You'll let us know which one you think is the best, what you do different,
John,
anything like that.
I just had to shout my strikers, John. If you want to
Yeah,
see my
sure.
11.
Sorry. I
You
That's
who
all
you have
right.
the
completely
front
forgot.
dog?
Who
So,
that different?
here the scene. Let me make it quick. So, because Mane missing, and we don't know when his return will be, I left him out my squad because I believe
Right.
other players should have a shout. Because if he's not going to have an impact as much as other players, I
Good
mean,
thing.
might as well,
Horse
right?
fight.
Right. So I
Yeah.
actually put there the Ecuadorian striker Eno Valencia boy.
Ooh,
So
West Ham
right
legend,
now
boy.
A big
he's in
call.
Fenerbahce. He's in Fenerbahce. 12 goals, 4
Yeah,
assists so
correct.
far for the season. Performance. I feel as if he deserved getting a shout seeing that Mane was missing. Only because Mane was missing. And well, of
Fair.
course, I put Memphis, but I'm not too confident about the whole Memphis thing because of lack of game time and all that. But I put him for putting him sake.
Bro, once Van Gaal there, he's
Fair
problem
enough.
dog, mate.
Yeah, let's
Real.
hope so.
Nah, he boy for real, you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, like I said, you're gonna see now the final 11s on the screen. Tell us which ones is your favorite. Please go in the comments. Let us know which one's your favorite. We see you guys for part two, where we have Group B. So, see you guys just now. Whew. Hey guys, so this is a little break to let you guys know that this entire week of content is brought to you by Kit Pundit. That's right, you guys already know I am behind Kit Pundit, but I see this as a really good opportunity as we come up to Christmas. and give some stuff like that, then what better than to get your football friends some jerseys, right? So a little bit of self plugging. We're gonna have specials coming up, especially on Christmas flash sales, all that. You guys already know jerseys are $400 with us. We have guarantees that if anything happens to your jersey within the first month, we will replace it. We try our best to provide everything that you want, and we do tend to have most kits. Right now, I have World Cup kits selling, but they're going really, really fast. So check us out now. Gonna have the Instagrams linked below. Check us out there. Any questions, hit me up. And yeah, let's get back to the episode, guys. Take care. Much love as always. Your boy Pundit. All right, guys, are we back? We go with Group B now. As you guys would know, this one entails of England, USA, Wales, and Iran. So we're gonna go through it same way as before. Go through the different groupings of the teams, and you guys can let us know your thoughts along the way. Who we leaving out? I'm gonna start us off again, and in goal, I'm a bias take over a little bit, dog. I went with my dog Aaron Ramsdale. When he joined most clean sheets in the
Oh,
Premier League this season. I like tell you, I see that stat. I skull rip because I actually couldn't believe that we was doing that well. But he actually has been informed compared to what some storylines might dictate. At the right back, I went with Kyle Walker because he is going, and I think that he's the best option of those that are going. I went with a back four, by the way, and then I went with Ben White next to him, with Stones next to him, and I left back to try and go a little diversity. I went to top Ben Davies from Wales. So,
Okay, what a nice
like, I'll be
guy.
honest, I was gonna, did you realize I should be sure, right? However, if I give in some credit, is that Ben Davies actually was pretty good for Spurs over the last year. And the one time that Wales did make a dent at an international tournament, Ben Davies played every single minute of it when they got knocked out to Portugal in the semi-finals
Right.
of the 2016 Euros. So, yeah. Uh Aiden, I'll leave on your boy show so you can tell me why you include him amongst the other players you have in your backline.
Sh- Shoboto Carlos. Nah, dog. I
Roberto.
have I have Nick Pope. Although I do think Pickford will start because he's Garrett's boy.
Me
Um,
too. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have Pope because I've always been a fan. I think Ramsdale is also a great shot because he's a good shot stopper. I find Pope is
Mhm.
out of the three. I think Pope for me is the more complete goalkeeper, if that makes sense. But you can't dispute. I think out of the three, Pickford is the weakest at club level. Um, but that's
That's
Garrett
true
Boy.
too.
So I will go with Pope. My backline, I went with a four. Actually, yeah, I went with the four. Um, Mine a little boring because is a all English backline, but I went with Kieran Trippier at right back. Um, I feel like Kyle Walker need to wrap up now, but he also is the next one probably will start. Um, and at the centre backs, I did not go with Harry Maguire for obvious reasons because he's been terrible. He has been horrible, bro. I actually went with John Stones, who I think will add the experience today. And based on form, although he has been playing out of position this season, I went with Ben White as well because I think he out of all of them, and if it's Eric Dyer, you're looking at Connor Cody, Harry Maguire. That's the man who went.
Real.
I think Ben White
Real.
better than all of
That's
them
right,
form
Payne.
wise right now.
That's
And
right,
left
Payne.
back, I had to go with my boy, catch back a little form, a glad film. Shobutu.
Real. Cool. Aaron, what did you have different, bro? What was your keeper and
Um,
backline?
Honestly, I just had Trippier at right back, and then the rest
Fair.
was the same as Iran's.
Ooh, nice man, nice. Ooh, I
Yeah.
love it dog. That's three men so far. Say
You
my
and
dog Benny
Ben
Black
White?
going dog.
Oh
No,
Oh,
well,
well.
I'm
I
happy.
did-
Okay, well,
I had Trippier.
as him, I do happen. So
No, Iran, I had
Wait,
Trippier
say
as well.
Jalo.
I don't have it.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
what
didn't
did
hear.
you
I didn't
put
hear.
in your
So
backline there,
okay,
Jalo?
so
Let me see it. Let me hear your
I have
partner.
Nick Pope in goal as well,
Sorry.
right?
Yeah.
And my backline, I have Trippier, John Stones, Davis, and Kyle Walker.
Hmm.
That's my
So who
backline.
played left back?
Kyle Walker. He could play on both sides.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Use Garrett. Use
Well,
Southgate boy.
Yeah, dog.
no. I just want to say,
Davies get
but
wait.
this is
Davies
this
get
is
two
this is
shouts though.
exactly
That's
why I
I
think
didn't expect. I expected zero shouts for Davies.
can't remember what I was saying, but we'll go with. I can tell only why Rajiv did not include Ben White in it. You know why? This is fresh off we beat them dog, and Ben White not make more than the half. Man, when I run through to the defense,
I didn't even see the game, bro. I didn't even watch the highlights. I
Hey,
just hear we get licks. I was
put me
like,
on the
fire
bridge,
for
man.
You
Here,
save
that.
yourself a headache.
love is
Yeah,
love,
don't
Well
man.
ruin
done.
your
Well done.
vacation with that dog.
You
Don't
win
ruin
though.
your vacation with that boy.
Huh?
You win.
So
Real.
when I was in the so when we was having breakfast, I kind of put it on C Sport, and
Yeah.
then one of the waiter come up to me and he's like, "He real hope Aubameyang score," and I end up talking to him and he's saying he's a big United fan, and then my wife both my for watching football and we anyway sharing the table.
Real,
Yeah,
cause
yeah.
she
She
Fair.
right.
right.
She
She
right. She
very. I
right.
mean, I say that
She
I
right.
would have
She
probably
right.
watched football at my own
Yeah.
wedding, but she
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Last time I
Moving
streamed the
on,
Brentford
guys.
game. Terrible.
That
Right. Yeah.
was that was when that was start of the season.
Yeah, that's when we get licks, and I was in
Yeah,
Tobago, and I was
yeah.
just I was on Crown Point cussing. No, Pigeon Point. I was on Pigeon Point just cussing us, and my wife was like, "You need to like put on the phone," and I was like, "Yeah." And after the fourth goal, I was like, "Yeah." That's
All right, guys, we're gonna get in midfield now. Before we get into that on the screens now, you're gonna see all our defenses so far. Tell us again, please tell us what is your favorite, what you do different, who you leave, who did we leave out that you would include? Some notable names is well, like Trent. Did anybody want to put Trent into their back
Yeah.
line? Who knows, right?
Mhm.
Did anybody want to try and put Jorginho, Des, or Robinson? I don't know, guys.
Nah,
I try to
True.
throw
I wanna
something,
True.
give
but get
this the
help
shot.
out here. Hey,
Robinson.
Collins Welsh, eh?
Me,
Robinson. Yeah,
Aaron
Robinson
should
was
be
good.
the desk expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was the Des experiment been going, bro?
Terrible. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like at this point, I don't know
I
if
don't-
Barcelona was so terrible that he was looking decent because the mistakes this player's been making is incredible. But nah, I think he won't stay after the season.
headed into midfield now, guys. Aaron, since you're talking so much, P and Bury could go first.
Iran
Who was your
son.
midfield?
Right. So here you seen Oleman had to understand that Weston McKennie still play football for Juventus. Juventus has only
Real.
yeah, real Juventus has only
However, Juventus is trash.
yeah, but they
And Juventus is
right,
fourth in the league. They are above
right, and they
Inter,
have only conceded 7 goals for the season. That is incredible. That is incredible. You only concede 7 goals for the
except in
season,
the
True.
Champions League.
and
Yeah, but Bremer is still a fraud. But go ahead.
so my midfield
I mean, don't get me wrong. I actually like Bremer, dog, but agenda out of run because apparently he going up against my boy,
correct.
and I find that it's completely terrible.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him either. Don't worry about that, John. But for my midfield,
Appreciate
of
that,
course, I
man.
go, I went with the standard 4-4-2 as well, fellas. I in the middle,
Same,
in the
same.
middle, I went with Bellingham, Baller, and I went with McKennie. I left out Declan Rice out of
Big
my
Good
squad.
baller.
shout.
West
Mm.
Ham is at what 15th right now. They have what 4 wins for the season. Um, for me, Declan Rice. A lot of people say yes, he's a talented footballer. Yes, he can make a move to one of the big six clubs, no problem. But for me, he's not making that leap that he should be making. So that's why I left him out. On the right, I have
Mm.
Saka, and on the left, I have Phil Foden.
Nice.
Ooh, nice
Yeah.
one. Rajiv, what was your midfield, bro?
So my midfield is all sauce, right? That's not my defense I'm doing it. It's just sauce, right?
Real.
They should,
So
yeah,
So we
my
get
defensive
midfield
Loftus
ones.
is
Cheek. We get Loftus Cheek. We get Mount.
he not
We
feeling
get
later.
Bill
You're getting
Billmore.
Mount for sure. So yeah, I will start with Money Mace for sure.
Ooh,
Jude
Real.
make my side.
Real.
and Madison though. I have
Hey.
those three in my midfield.
Let me tell you, dog. Let me tell you, dog. Madison, when it was announced that he get called up, I can't let out. I could have cried, dog. Oh, they have no
Same.
idea Oh, what
I felt it though.
sucks? I invest into Madison. Dog. I remember we played Norwich City in the Carabao Cup when Wenger was here. I tell you how long ago this was when Wenger was here.
Yeah.
And Madison played against us, and he was so good. I invest stocks dead, and I feel like a proud father seeing him from there till he get called
And
out
he
to go to the
deserve it.
World Cup.
Was it?
Dog,
Is
he
it
so
Leeds he went
deserve
to
it.
Leicester from?
He went to
It was Norwich or Leeds he had jumped from to Leicester.
he went from Coventry to Norwich to Leicester.
Right.
Yeah,
But dog, the
yeah.
man was just banging in free kicks for
Dog, he's
fun, dog.
brilliant,
I
dog.
remember
And
seeing a highlight comp and I was like, this boy good us.
his
This
first
is
season at Leicester, he at a point was matching Messi for pace for chances created in Europe. Though I genuinely believe
yeah.
that he is a very, very, very special player, and I think that he is unlucky that he is come through at a time where one England is very much stacked in his position, and two
Mm-hmm.
the big sides are also kind of stacked in this position as well. I mean, United
Facts.
have Bruno and they have an Ericsson. Arsenal have
So
Odegaard and Smith Rowe. Chelsea have Havertz and Mount. City have Million. Liverpool don't really use one of them. Tottenham not good.
Yeah.
So where would he go now, boy? You know, it really tough for him. It really tough for him. Well, look,
but,
I could see him going Chelsea now though. Now I kind of
I
feel it,
Mm-hmm.
hope
and
so.
I'm scared of, and
Nah,
it can't
that
break my
struggle
heart,
City.
dog. But
All you know me. I take in everything. Anyhow, um,
I could tell your
so
wife.
this this season this so this season in the league, right? It only had three players ahead of Madison on chances created, and that is Kevin De
Yeah.
Bruyne,
Obviously.
Bruno.
Odegaard.
What, but
No,
dog?
no, you would never guess the third one. When I saw
Ah,
the third one, it shocked me.
Ryan
Trent?
Sessegnon.
No, he plays for
That's
Spurs.
right.
Ryan Sessegnon.
Oh,
No,
Spurs.
Kulusevski?
Emerson.
Kulusevski?
no, Son.
Oh, Son has been terrible.
Son ahead of that's the
But
only three players
he
ahead
not
of Madison
scoring.
this season
He
for
not sco-
chances
he not
created.
scoring, so he had to be doing something. Cause he ain't scoring
Yeah.
goals.
Dog. I mean, anyways,
Ah,
let me
well,
go talk
John, we
about
know what your
Son.
thoughts on Son. You know what? Listen to
All
the
I had
pod
to
for John
say,
thoughts on
all I
Son.
had to say about Son his son scored once for this entire league campaign. In one game, he scored, and he scored
He
against a
bag up.
keeper that can't even make it at in the call level. Eh? All I had to say now. Eh? But
Fair. But so,
let me
Yeah,
allow
yeah.
it dog
Catch yourself.
because Manga say it's heat now.
but
Boy.
that Jalu, that's it's three you call there.
Yeah. So I have
Yeah, defense
four
nothing.
three three.
Defense
Yeah,
nothing.
Okay.
yeah, defense nothing. This is
I have 4 3
yeah,
3
this
as
is
well.
Yeah, go ahead, Aiden.
My 4-3-3 is more standard, I would say. Yeah, more
Mm-hmm.
is a little more stable with regards to less sauce, more iron. I went with Rice, as Aaron
Mm-hmm.
said rightfully. So West Ham is a struggling team, but watching the games, if it's one person that's really stand out is Deck. Um,
Real.
I think he could be elite given the chance. But I have Declan, I have Jude, who I personally think if Southgate smarten up and play the man from the start, and not Calvin Phillips and Jordan Henderson, I think if Bellingham play, this could be his breakout
Agree.
tournament.
I
His
like
stock
that.
already high, so just get higher. And I have Matters for the reasons we just discussed. Mason Mount is not in my 11 because
expected.
whilst he's a good player, he I don't this season he off the he a little off
I
it
would
this
I
season I would
would
say.
I would unclip that one piece in. I would say
Yeah.
clip it.
Mr. Mount is a fraud.
I ain't lying to tell you, dog. If it was
Catch
up to
yourself.
if I was Waistcoat, dog, I probably wasn't calling him Mason Mount now, eh? But anyways, so my midfield
What you have?
is four
Yeah.
four as well. I went with so like part of my evaluation was like how they would have done under like tournament settings and stuff like that. Nah. So there's one player who is beyond his prime, but in no way or will I could leave him out for a clutch moment, dog. And that's Garrett Bale. So he's on my right wing, as our right
Big
mid
facts.
is a 4-4-2. However, big
I have
depth
him the same.
in midfield because all the reasons that Ian say, one of my apparently more controversial points is that I think that Declan Rice is world class, and I generally stand by that. I think the only reason that he doesn't get more plaudits is because
Same.
West Ham are who they are, right? Um, Partey is getting older, and I genuinely hope if we sign one player and we're using money for the next 2 years, if we have to sign Rice, though I believe in Rice that much. I think you
I would
sign
take him
Declan
too,
Rice,
dog. I
and one of the hardest positions to learn in world football to me right now is that lone six.
hmm
Are you getting somebody who know the league, who is talented, dog? He holds a midfield on his own. Like, dog, all of us play FPL. We all know what Suchak was doing going forward. Dog, the man was holding it down by himself in the midfield alone, dog, at times. I think he's brilliant player. Next to him is the second youngest scorer in 3 consecutive UCL games, Jude Bellingham. And on the left,
baller.
I went with Bukayo Saka. So
Say
across the entire midfield is Saka, Bellingham, Rice, and Gareth Clutch Master Bale, dog. He literally won the MLS Cup the other day,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
that
scored.
was crazy, dog. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
That,
that game was actually like brilliant advertisement for the MLS. It was
Yeah.
brilliant,
yeah.
dog.
4 all,
So
3 all. Or something. It was high.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 all. I think it was 3 all.
So it
Yeah,
was 3-3, but two
And
goals
depends. Yeah.
score in the 120th minute.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Bill scored from that header, dog, the man. As you say, as John said, the man is a moments player. Eh?
Yes.
He's
no,
a
he
big
Yeah,
is.
moment
he's a
player.
clutch,
Champions League
Multiple
finals.
pick.
He just do it
And
on the big stage, bro.
when you think about how marginalized he was at Real Madrid as the years went by, and he still came up
hmm
clutch no matter how marginalized he was to help them win UCLs,
Yeah,
dog. Like we talk
facts.
about that Real side and about how Zidane this and Ronaldo this and Modric this and Ramos this and that Real side or whatever. But we talk about a player who was literally thrown out the team, who clinched it for them, you know.
Yeah,
I think
for
Gareth
sure.
Bale is probably the greatest British export to have ever left. And definitely, I think up there for we greatest player of all time. So, yeah, we have our midfields
Everybody
on
teams
screen
in.
now for you guys.
Yeah.
So, you guys, again, let us know what you think. I know I left out Foden, guys. And obviously, I'm not going to put Foden in the front, too. But I think it's because this is probably the area with the most quality in it. And Foden has only really performed when he's had no pressure on him. And yeah. So you can look at that. Calvin Phillips also left out, had a brilliant Euros. Let us know what you think, guys. And we go into the attack now. I went last, so I'll go first now. And this is
Go.
where it's get a little controversial because I did try my best to include somebody that wasn't Welsh and I wasn't
Right.
English.
I feel on the
So I have Harry Kane,
yeah.
obviously, because it's Kane.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel it's safe.
Everybody have
Everybody
hurricane.
have Harry
Everybody.
Kane.
We could probably
Next,
Kane will be a
Yeah.
constant.
next to him,
Yeah.
though, I have the player with the third most goals and assists in the UCL this year, and he's Iranian. His name is
Ah,
Taremi. He's the striker for Porto,
Yes.
who we all know
yes.
came first in
He
their group
hot.
this year. And he actually has been having a brilliant 2 years, I believe, with
Yeah.
Porto. We actually was linked him in January. Kind of wish we got him then. But he's actually a really good
He,
player. And he's Iranian. So I went with him over players who I think if I did include them would have been more name rather than form. Players like Raheem and stuff like that. And I think that is somewhat unfair. So I went with Taremi and Kane on top of my two. What is gonna say, Ron?
Respect though.
yeah, John, I remember Milan faced Porto last season and he gave us a lot of problems. He sent Benny for drinks
Yeah.
when Porto equalized in that game against us. Um, honestly, yeah,
Mm.
that brilliant trout boy. I have him on my bench.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What was your attacking
I
lineup then, Aaron?
Bro, I played well how it is I wanted to set it up. I didn't want to put Gareth Bale in the midfield. I remember I did a 4-4-2,
Mm.
so I kind of placed Bale in a striker's
Right.
position with Harry Kane up on top.
Which he
Right.
could play. Which
Yeah,
he's play. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's played that.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So that's me. I
Cool.
must shout the clutch
What
player.
was yours, Aiden?
Oh, mine might get
Yeah.
man vex something. But I have Bale off the right. So it's
Fair.
how we John have Bale right midfield. I have Bale right wing, and Aaron have Bale as a striker. So it and the thing is, none of those wrong because he could play all of those positions.
It also shows how we all
So
wanted to get him into the team, eh? And this is a player who
yeah,
is
yeah, I think
currently on
Bale
the downside of his career, dog.
he playing
And he's still working on it.
MLS.
Yeah, That's crazy.
um,
He literally was
I
talking
have
about the
Harry
way
Kane
he
on top. Yeah, and he still had a fairly good goals to game ratio and thing for Spurs.
Yeah, he actually clutched them
But I have
in
Harry
Europe
Kane on top
all that
for
year
the
on the last.
obvious reasons. Is
Yeah.
Kane one of the best number nines in the world? Um, on the left, I have the best young English forward, Marcus Rashford.
Eh,
John exit the room.
John,
You know.
it's
John, go
finished,
on.
John. It's finished.
You see, Saka had a play on the right for me, right?
Understood. Understood it.
And if Bale there, I want a man to run in behind. Saka ain't give him a that. Saka is how Bonks could play. So I for my team, Kane gonna drop back.
Marcus,
Kane gonna drop
playing
back a little
center.
bit. Bale will pull a man and Marcus running in
Yeah.
behind dog. So I have Marcus, Rashford, the young goat, MBE, save the kids, feed the
I
kids,
mean, I can't give you.
score the
Marcus
goals.
has been looking the best he has looked in a
Next.
very long while, so I can't blame you.
Saka in better form, but for my purposes, my team purpose, how I want to play, because I want Kane stepping back a little bit. I want Marcus running behind, but that's just me. So
The only reason I'm not gonna complain is because you actually include Ben White. So we just
yeah,
leave it
yeah,
at that.
I ain't gonna do the Arsenal man so dirty dog. I must give one a shout. On the top of the league, dog. You had to give Arsenal man a shout
Real,
Real,
real.
real, real,
Hey, so
real.
we recorded this on
for
Thursday
now.
before the last Premier League weekend. Dog, hey, what I tell
Ooh,
all dog, I have no idea how Yuan did this for 5 years, dog. Because dog, what I tell you, dog, my stomach does be chilling every single game we dog. My phone does be on D&D when games going on. I don't want to hear nobody, dog. Don't call me, don't talk to me,
mm-hmm.
dog. Don't, my mother will come in the room. I'll be like, please come out, dog. I just be so tense, dog, because
Yeah.
I can't function. I'm like, no, top four was one thing, but this title, this stupid stuff. I guess this blasted robot
Chasing
team that was
chasing is always less stress, I would say, because when you're at the top it's just
real.
constant.
Because I can't,
And
yeah, can't
everybody
slip.
in
So,
United man, Chelsea man, Spurs man, Liverpool man want all to lose, right? Nobody gonna be glad all they winning. So
Real.
everybody heavy in all, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody heavy
Real.
in Spurs as much because them already heavy and them
That's
like
why
into
Jadu to be vexed,
lower
though.
down.
I just want to wish good on this man blasted side. And he come in my good house and heavy by his side of the dog. Jadu come on,
it was a cut.
let me remind you all what
Hey,
happened
Jad,
Hey,
last
this is
year.
the reason they come
Let me,
fifth
let
in
me
a
remind
boy.
you all what
Yes,
happened.
boy.
We
but
do the
I was
preview
right.
pod. All the time we players good, fit, dog. As soon as he talk too bad, drop down injured.
Problems.
Boom.
Boom.
Though
Who is
it
your
work in reverse now. John pent up anger work out now,
Yes.
right?
The
No, 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 no,
karma, the
no.
bad juju.
Let me be real with you. That is all your fault. Me know who the hell tell all this. I know about me
Yeah.
young dog because I could have won you against Saturday million in 1 year.
To be honest, I pin in all this on Russia though. All this is Russia fault.
I
You went deep
yeah,
there, boy.
Is it
it's
true?
I blame Kai Havertz for being not good.
Real.
Bro, it's Russia now. Russia caused this.
Havertz was good. They wouldn't have no World War Three. They would have peace in the land.
please.
Bro, when Kai score in the World Cup final, Roman holding the trophy, everybody was happy. Next week, boom, bombs.
Rajiv, what is your
Free
attacking
Timo
lineup,
dog.
bro?
Yeah, let me hear
Free
Jadu's
Timo.
country.
So I have a controversial one for everybody else at the moment, but not for Southgate.
Donny man,
So
man,
I have
carry
Bale.
Callum Hudson at the way, though.
Oh
God.
god.
Callum
No.
Hudson, I break out season
So
part
I have
7, you
Bale.
know.
Oh Jad, you have Captain America?
Oh no,
Yeah.
please. So I have Bale
Real.
Right.
as right
Facts.
wing,
Mm.
Kane center, and I have
Facts.
Sterling as left wing for England
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Southgate love the
Okay,
man
okay.
dog, and I
He
strongly
will
believe he
start.
will start.
Hopefully he finished.
No, he
He
will.
will
I
And I
think he
start,
think
will.
he
I think.
would start. Bro, if you include Harry Maguire and Eric Dyer, I think dog still in started. Let me
Real.
be
Alright.
real.
Alright.
Real.
Respect.
I
All
think
right.
Raz record for
Because clearly
England
that
is
man
good.
going off reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So,
but
by the
Raz's
way,
record for England is
Yeah,
good.
he
it
Is
is.
is
Yeah,
is
he
solid.
is very.
And I have said this
And
a
right
lot
now he
before.
playing left wing back, so that ain't really working for him.
Yeah, so I was going to say that I actually think that Raz right now is more of a victim than a cause of Chelsea's
Yeah.
issues right now. Now, you know, again, guys, you guys have been very much witnesses to my prop for Sterling, especially against Son. But look, everybody knows how I feel about Sterling. I genuinely believe that there's a world class player in Sterling, even though it's not showing right now, and I think that he thrives off of consistency and autonomisms, and he's just not getting that at all at Chelsea right now.
Yeah.
But that doesn't change the game changing player that he is. I actually would have liked if Waistcoat Man had some stomach, if he would have actually played a 40 back. This guy's a little weird, but I think like in theory it could work. Was that if he played like 4-2-3-1 and played Sterling and Cam behind Keane, and I would actually prefer out wide. I prefer and Saka as a wide man. I think that in theory it could work with Sterling getting to run narrow in behind off a
Yeah.
Keane.
Yeah,
And you can
I
also
agree.
interchange that with somebody like Madison, who also does a job like that
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, that being said, guys, on screen now is the final things. Please let us know what are your favorite ones. And yeah, we here whole week, guys. Whole week we here with you guys. We're gonna have more content, comments, some bigger stuff. We have some fun stuff. We have trivia and all. Like, is a bunch of things we have planned. We really back in the bag, and we really miss doing this kind of stuff with you guys. So thank you guys for coming on. Really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you guys next time. See you later.
Big
Take
big
it
up corner
Peace
flag.
out.
easy.
Later guys.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Dads and dads. Bye.